I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CT Review. Today is October 27, Monday, 2025. Hope you had a good weekend. And as we talked about, that's why I made a long video on Friday or Thursday, letting you know this video, I was telling you, y'all, we're going to come up, most likely close strong, break through, retrace back, and then make a new high. This is exactly what we did here, but then with a gap. So, and then relative, if are we going to come back to this breakout level or not? Most likely not, because of the fact that, it's pretty simple or obvious, and you keep people holding the bag. I got to make this video short, and my price is going up, just so you know. Okay, I'm just letting you know, because we talked about these prices. What did I say in the last video? I said, what was after this level? This 25,400. We had 25,500, then 550. We did that on Friday, actually. And then I talked about what? This 26,000 even. So you think they're going to come up here and not go to that big figure? Come on, baby. Can't make this up. I gave you real levels. Now, being a part of it or not, who cares? It's not that serious. But so Friday, this was Friday, obviously. So we pushed up. Right, Friday just leaked up, and then that was the only retracement you were gonna get. These are higher highs and higher lows in here for Friday. So we close and we gap up here. It's a pretty big gap. Obviously, they're rushing for these levels, right? Their main objective is the 26,000. Obviously, you can fall short of it. It doesn't matter. Seasonality wise, though, we've been saying it, and then here we go, right? But when you get into a situation like this, there's only two options here. Either you're going to buy it up here, okay, and use that as support and just constantly buy up, or you don't fuck with it, okay? And purposely, there's no need to buy. This is kind of one of these situations where I'm like, okay, well, you don't need to trade your asset. You can go to oil, gold, shit, even Dow, whatever. Point is that when you get a situation like this, either if you're not already holding in, it's okay to step back. This month is damn near almost over anyway, right? So, it is what it is. So, you see the support there on that open, right? See that? So coming in here, understanding that when 930, look at this, look at it. What do you think they're reaching for? What do you think they're reaching for? 26,000. Very, very obvious. But the thing is that, do I want to sit here and be a participant in any of these buys here to hold? No. Even though I know it's going to 26,000, it's just not, this is not fun for me. That's not fun. Where are the signs on the wall? Well, you already had a shakeout here, right? And then this 930 level, this is where the buying was. You're not going to get a discount. It's not going to come in. It is what it is, and this is why you stay away from this shit. And it's Monday with no, whatever. But here's your first imbalance here that I'm using is the what is it? The 934 right there. Look at the body sitting right there, and then boom, right on top of it. All right. So even in this buy, it's like, what is the range I'm gonna take it for? I'm already above 25,750. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, dude, there's this is manufactured. This is a buy program in a sense, not in the traditional technical analysis sense, but this is a manipulation buy program where it's just like miniature pullbacks. Every pullback you get is a blessing, obviously, and if you're going to participate, but this was your buy here, right? You get a structure shift here. You get a push up, you get a high. Why is it doing that? You get a higher high and a higher low, right? And then it's that the whole way. Now here, this is your last great opportunity to be a part of it. And you'll see there, what's it called? You'll see there where X marks the spot, obviously. But the ranges, what you're dealing with, it's like, okay, dude, fuck off, right? Pretty much, you can go without me. It's totally okay for that. You know what I mean? So But fire there, and then the rest is just like, okay, we had a first imbalance there with a PM session, ended up buying from there beautifully, and then shooting up, right? Going right up to where I told y'all these specific levels. So if you look at the 4 hour, for example, Friday gets up to the 2 to 2.5. We gap right to the 3.5 to 4. It's like, fuck off. This should be illegal. I'm just letting you know right now. This right here should be illegal. Because, number one, they don't give a shit if you're involved. First of all, this is what I meant by the buy program. They are going to that level regardless if they're sellers or buyers. Period. I mean, just flat out, right? So go ahead and let them do their thing, man. And can you have been a part of it? Yeah, sure. Like I just showed you. But if you look at the 15-minute, again, how do you know it's not going to come in here? The situation, number one. Number two, too obvious to try to come back in. Number three, look at the 15-minute bodies. Look at the 15-minute closing there, and then that next 9:45 dips into that wick of the 15-minute. This is that boner candle, that previous 5:30 a.m. See, all they did was they came back in there, and they're just still buying from that breakout level. And then the bodies tell the story here. And then obviously the wicks, but as you can see there, you get a new shift up. You get 2 drives up. I mean, retraces. So you're not looking for, oh, these are drives to then sell down, and you're sitting here trying to catch it. No, this is a birdie day. You ain't getting it. Ain't coming back down. So it's just best to most likely either, if you caught one of these buys, to take your profit. If you're holding, you're holding. That's on you. But or just don't mess with it. It's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? So seasonality wise, we nailed it. I mean, October got nailed. It's exactly where it's supposed to be. I said we would close high. And maybe at the end of the month, they like to bring it back for the wick of the week, to pull it back. But at the moment right now, I can see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday just pushing up here. And then, we'll get a sell-off maybe after Wednesday. We got a rate announcement or whatever, but it's already priced in, man. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, it's already priced in. So, if I wasn't even going to make this video, just so you know. I wasn't even going to make the video. It's really kind of almost pointless. But the reason why I made it was because I've been telling you about these levels. I've been telling people about these levels since we was down here. For sure. For sure. So, and there it is. So the experience of seeing this is great though, right? That's why I made the video, right? But, as far as, what's it called? Whatever. Dollar just playing around. We had a divergence here. Dow said it all. Lower lows here. We had higher lows. Again, lower lows here, higher lows. So you had 2 divergences and for the push up, right? And there it is. Not much to say here. So Dow, a lot more reasonable here with this gap here coming into 50%. I'm not even going to draw it. You can see it as we bought from that daily imbalance right there, and then we took off, right? So this is reasonable. But see, why did Nas do it? Because A, everybody trades Nas, and B, they don't want to give it to you. They just don't. And that's that. You know what I'm saying? So look at this. This is reasonable to me. Even though it's ugly, this is still reasonable to me. And that's fucking fair. It's not fair because it's like, dude, this is a real liquidity void. Okay? So the difference between this, that's the other reason why I'm making this video, is what's the difference between this and this down here? Remember this? All this shit here? What's the difference between that and this? See, here, at least with this gap, we have at least price action to the left, right? So you gap up. You only come in the top 25%. Fine. But this, This is literally no price action. That should be fucking illegal. I don't care what anybody says. That is bogus. So when I see that, that immediately tells me two things. One, it's going to be a birdie day. Two, don't fuck with it. Period. Nothing else I could tell you there. But this is a real void. So what I'd like to see is they're probably going to dangle that carrot for a while. I mean, come on, bro. Like that's just bogus. I don't care what nobody say. But so what's today? The 27th. Man, we to be honest, I'd like to see well, what am I doing? And then although by the way, obviously Nvidia, we had this gap here of no price action as well. But it was bullish and they pushing up. So, we're not fighting this. As you notice, all the way since the bottom of fucking April 7th, when I told everybody that was going to be the buy. If y'all don't remember, since April 27, I've been talking about this right here, down here. I said, this is going to be that great buy. Then there it is, right? We've reached up here. So, I was going to say something. So, anyways, I'd like to see. So when I did this drawing here, see that I drew it, popped up, retrace, and then pushed back up. That was Friday. We did that, but we didn't come low. And then did we push back up? Yeah, we did. I drew all this before it fucking happened. That's why my price is going up. Definitely, my price is going up. But so. Okay, we got a little pullback here, which is not really much. In a perfect world, I'm going to say this. In a perfect world, I'd like to see, what's it called? Oh, I'm just thinking. In a perfect world, I'd like to see this. That's it. Can this happen on Tuesday? Could it happen on Wednesday? Could we speak out here and fuck around? Sure. That's why I am absolutely not interested in trading this market. Again, very rare will I say, oh, go trade gold, go trade oil, go trade something else, right? Bitcoin, whatever. I rarely will say that. This is a moment where I will say that, right? But in general speaking, when we broke that high, I never saw a real pullback. If this is considered a pullback, I don't think it is, but they're acting like it is. So I think the month's going to just fizzle out and close up high, and that's why I said that. So again, I would like to see something like this. I mean, come on, dude, that's fucking bogus. I mean, it's like, what the fuck? So what's tomorrow? 28th. Oh, there's 31 days in this month, right? Obviously, Halloween. Again, I would like to see something like this. And then November open up, all right? And then we'll talk about that more, but start its accumulation and AMD cycle, right? So push up, sell back down for the wick of the month. You know what I mean? Push back up and all that nonsense, right? There's no reason to make this video long. There really isn't. But I am very proud of myself for not being one of those people that's like, constantly trying to sell and think that, the bearish bias is going to happen, picking the top. And, like experience taught me like, hey, when it's bullish, bro. There's no reason to fight it. You are losing opportunities to make money on the buying side. Yeah, man. I don't even need to talk about Friday, do I? I mean, not really. All right, they left that same thing. Top 25%, didn't even hit the 25%, was sitting in that imbalance. On 8:30's news, we pushed straight up. If you go do the research, it was a 1 minute, that 1 minute 8:30 candle. That was here. Boom. By the way, that 50 right here, that imbalance. So we're tagging that. And the reason why I got it circled is because if you go on a 5 second, yes, a 5 second chart, you'll see a gap right here. That's why I got it highlighted, by the way. You'll see a gap right here. And when the price came to it, it held and used it as a support. That's why it came back to reference it. But you can't even see that on a 1 minute. Go do the research. That 830 CPI fucking bullshit. Also very unfair. Dude, very unfair, right? But in those scenarios, you just gotta keep buying if you're willing to be a part of the market, right? And then we used that 130's first imbalance, not 130, I'm sorry, the first imbalance for Friday. We ended up using it right there. See that? Beautiful. Look at that. Boom. No bodies right there. Takes off from it. Accumulates right there. And you got your high, higher, low, high, higher, low. This low does not take out that low. That's what changed the game for consistently buying back up. So, and then they fucking gapped it up. Again, this should be illegal. What they did with 830, and keep in mind, just so you know, you really think they set up all this price action, and then when 830's right here, pushes straight up. That's why this is also a great buy if you know how to do that. But guess what? It's too risky. I'm not fucking sitting here buying this at CPI. You're fucking crazy. It's not serious, bro. It's only been 2 days. Who cares, right? Anyways, that should be illegal. I promise you, this should be illegal. I would like to sue them. Like, oh, it's the market. You can't fight. You can't. Okay, but signals on the wall right there, and that's it. That's where we are. So, again, seasonality wise, once we break that all time high, which is this strong green one, I'm gonna make it even bigger. All right, once we broke that, we were supposed to see a pullback. So if this is that little pullback, fine. Now, after this pullback, we get a push straight up, which we did. We got it. So, but I really think it's going to be very sloppy price action tomorrow and Wednesday, and then it'll just settle off. Again, I'm really not interested. But if I can, so Friday's closing as this big stupid ass day, right? What do you see Tuesday happening? Opening up and just pushing straight up? Option 1. Option 2. If it pushes up and takes out the today's high that we're making, if that's the high, then it'll open up. And if it takes it out and then comes back in, then that'll be a good sign, kind of like this October 21st, right? Or like this October 9th. So if you get that, then we'll come back in the range, right? And then maybe Tuesday we'll dip in. But I really don't see it being favorable as far as structure goes, as far as a lot of things. So, but I really think this is an opportunity for them to just kind of keep pushing it up Tuesday, Wednesday, and then maybe retracing back in for some of this shit. So you guys take care. God bless.